Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 11 Pro versus the Vivo V23 5G. And the Vivo V23 5G is powered by MediaTek Dimensity 920 5G processor with 12 GB of RAM, while the Redmi Note 11 Pro is powered by MediaTek Helio G96 processor with 8 GB of RAM. On the back, we have triple cameras on the Vivo, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro, we have quad cameras. We have 64 megapixel main camera versus a 108 megapixel main camera. Also, we have 8 megapixel ultra wide on both phones. We also have a 2 megapixel macro on both phones and an additional 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the back is made up of glass on both phones, and the frame of the Vivo V23 5G is made up of aluminum, while the Redmi Note 11 Pro has a plastic frame. On the Vivo, we have in-display fingerprint scanner, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro, we have fingerprint scanner on the side. On the bottom, we does not have any headphone jack on the Vivo, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro, we have headphone jack on the top, and you can see also we have single speaker versus the dual speakers on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. So in this video, I'm going to show you how is the MediaTek Helio G96 inside the Redmi Note 11 Pro is stacked up against the Dimensity 920 5G inside the Vivo V23 5G. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's start off with the boot up test. Like always, here we go. Logos came up first on the Vivo as compared to the Redmi. Also, we have Android 12 with the Fun Touch OS version 12, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro we have Android 11 with MIUI version 13. That's really disappointing. We are getting Android 11 right out the box. We should see Android 12 on this phone in 2022, and the Redmi Note 11 Pro is more faster when it comes to booting up, while the Vivo, now it is also done, and you can see about 4 or 5 second difference there. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Redmi Note 11 Pro, we have 6.67 inch Full HD Plus, a Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, while on the Vivo V23 5G, we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also, we have single front facing camera inside this punch hole on the Redmi versus a dual front facing camera on the Vivo, because on the front we also have a 8 megapixel ultra wide. We are getting notch. Also, you can see, and the frame on both phones is really flat, but on the Vivo is completely flat, and you can see you can stand this phone like this without any problem, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro is not, and you can see it's not completely flat. So now let's see apps opening speed. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also, we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Now let's quickly open the phone dialer, and that is very similar on both phones if I'm not wrong. Now let's quickly open the settings. Faster on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's go to the display. We have 90Hz refresh rate versus a 120 on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's check out some more application. Now let's opening up Amazon shopping. Little more faster on the Note 11 Pro. Now let's see the scrolling, and that is feels obviously a little more smoother on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. If I see very closely, the difference between 90Hz versus 120Hz is not that much. Now check out some games application. Now let's opening up the Candy Crush Saga. Faster on the Vivo V23 5G, and you can see also we have single speaker versus the dual speakers. So here's the Vivo looks like with a single speaker. The speakers is really bad on the Vivo. Here is the Redmi Note 11 Pro looks like with the max volume. And the speakers is really good on the Redmi Note 11 Pro, while on the Vivo we have only single speaker. Now let's open Instagram. Faster on the Vivo. Now let's opening up Pinout. Pinout also faster on the Vivo because of the Dimensity 920 5G processor. And the game performance is much better on the Vivo because of the Dimensity 920. Now let's open Snapchat. Little more faster on the Vivo. Now let's opening up Spotify. Faster on the Redmi this time. Now let's opening up Subway Surfer. And Subway Surfer is again way faster on the Vivo. and the Redmi, and you can see about 1 or 2 second difference there. Now let's quickly open the PUBG Mobile. And the Vivo looks more faster. Let's see at the end. Yes, and the Vivo is way faster, and you can see also we have smooth graphics with extreme frame rate versus a smooth graphics with ultra frame rate, and the game performance is much better on the Vivo. Now let's opening up the Temper N2. And you can see and Temper N2 is crashed on the Vivo V23 5G because of the Android 12. Now let's opening up the Twitter faster on the Vivo. Now let's quickly open Zedge, and Zedge is faster on the Redmi. So now let's see the scrolling, and that is feels very smooth on both phones, but again we have extra smoothness on the Redmi because of the higher refresh rate display. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Now let's see that which one will be more faster, and the Vivo is little more faster there. Again with the Android 12 update we also get a camera indicator, and you can see which is not really available on the Redmi Note 11 Pro because of the Android 11 software. Now let's look at the front camera. So here's the front camera on both phones. On the Vivo we have 50 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, which looks like this on the Vivo, and the front camera is one of the best on the Vivo, while on the Redmi we have 16 megapixel, which looks really noisy. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing default Google Chrome on both phones. Now let's quickly open the Wikipedia. Let's see who is going to be the fastest one, and that is very similar on both phones. Now let's see the scrolling, very smooth, no issue whatsoever. 90 Hz versus 120 Hz looks very similar. So now let's quickly open this, also very similar. Now let's see the scrolling, and also very smooth, no issue whatsoever. Next on the list is the Samsung.com. That is also very similar. So you can see the Redmi Note 11 Pro is a little more faster at the end. So now let's see the scrolling, and that is really smooth on both phones, no issue whatsoever. Now let's see RAM management on both phones. On the Vivo we have 12 GB of RAM, while on the Redmi we have 8 GB of RAM. Both phones also has an extended RAM feature. So now let's opening up phone dialer, no refresh. Now let's opening up settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, same result. Now let's opening up Candy Crush Saga, no refresh. Instagram, now let's opening up Pinout, no refresh. Now let's open Snapchat. Now let's open Spotify. Now let's opening up Subway Surfer. Now let's quickly open PUBG Mobile. That got refresh on the Vivo. Now let's opening up Temper N2. Refresh on the Vivo again. Now let's opening up Twitter. No refresh. Zedge. And last we're back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that, and the Vivo V23 5G is performing more faster only in the game app drawing time as far as a system-based application are concerned, and the Redmi Note 11 Pro is more faster there. In terms of the RAM wise, again Redmi Note 11 Pro is performing excellent in the RAM management, not a single refresh on the Redmi, while on the Vivo despite having a 12 GB of RAM we have a lot of refresh. Also on the Vivo we have 4200 mAh of battery size with a 44-watt fast charging, while on the Redmi we have 5000 mAh of battery size with a 67-watt fast charging. And that's about it. And thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 11 Pro versus the Vivo V23 5G. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.